Good evening, and welcome back to another episode of What's Good RTA. My name is Nick Cannito, and I'm going to be spending the next 11 minutes trying to convince the Terra's executive team to give us an award. Guys, it's our final episode, our big finale, and right after I learned how to style my hair too, so sucks. Like a bad Disney plus Marvel show, we're going out with a bang on our 6th and final episode. We're doing a Terra's episode. Tara's, I'm not really 100% sure, and I don't really care. All I know is that I want an award that says What's Good RTA on it, and I'm going to do whatever I can to make that happen. The 46th annual Terra's, or the Television and Radio Awards if you prefer, are a night for the entire community to come together. You have students, you have professors, all working together to honor the contributions made during the academic year. From humble podcasts, to visionary short films, to that one really expensive avant-garde practicum that you took out a loan for, it's all fair game. Except that loan, get that sorted out. Fun fact, the Terras are not actually voted on by the full RTA community because democracy is for peasants, like the Kids' Choice Awards. The Terras are actually awarded by a panel of industry veterans, many of whom who are actually RTA alumni themselves, people who take their time out of their very busy schedules to give back to our RTA community. To those people who are working tirelessly to give back, I say this to you. Please give us an award, 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 please give us an award. It would be really, really nice. That being said, we've got a great show for you tonight with some of my very good friends, Aryaan Kanji and Sofia Shahbazzadeh. For one last time, I'm asking you, what's good, RTA? Here to tell us all about the 46th annual Terras are two very good friends of mine, as I've said before, both in 4th year media production. He was last year's host, but since then he's been promoted to EP of Creative, and she's making waves as the EP of Production for the 46th annual Terra Awards. Give a big What's Good RTA welcome to Aryaan Kanji and Sofia Shahbazzadeh. How you doing, guys?
Good, how are you?
Good.
Doing great. Thank you so much for coming on to the show. You guys look great. I love that suit.
Thank you for having us, honestly.
Yeah.
Is that like the brooch? Show me the brooch.
Yeah, there we go.
That is
Yeah.
awesome.
Real fancy.
Real
We're really
fancy.
fan. I'm getting ready for the Terras, you know?
He's getting ready for the
Testing out all the
Terras.
fits, making sure we get the right one.
Do you have a couple different options that you're mulling between?
I mean, you know, I have a Pinterest board for my outfit. Right
Get
now,
out.
actually,
Can you tell he's the creative?
Very clearly. You have the spreadsheet, he has the Pinterest.
Pinterest
yeah.
board, that's where you go. That's where you go. Yeah.
That is awesome. That is awesome. So on that note, what actually compelled both of you guys to join this year's executive team and sort of spearhead the whole production this year?
Well, I mean, as you said, I got to host the show last year, and to be a part of it at that level was honestly amazing. Like, it was one of the best experiences that I've had in my entire degree.
You were a great host.
Thank you. Really appreciate that. You weren't there, so you wouldn't know.
Wow. Tell us how you really feel.
But
You did not have to do me like that.
But it was a good time. It was a very good time. But more than just that, I think like if you're a student interested in live events or multi-camera, I think Terra's is that gold standard production that you want to be a part of. It's a huge production. It has so much funding. Faculty's involved. And ultimately, when you go into an industry where there's so many RTA alum, as dominant members of the industry, they know what the Terra Awards are. So it's not like some silly little university college award show. It's something that they were a part of in their degree, and it's ultimately a part of why they are where they are now. And so to me, the Terras are a super important production. And I think, I think after the pandemic and coming out of that, maybe there isn't as much importance, but we really want to bring the spotlight back to this award show and celebrate RTA talent in the finest way possible.
Definitely. And Sofia, what about you? What brings you to the team?
Well, for me, actually, Aryaan, first year I was an audience clapper, and then the second year I was the associate producer, and then on the third year I took a year off, that was the year you hosted. So
Was that
you
a
know,
coincidence, or?
Maybe not. I don't know. But this year I came back and I really wanted to, become the EP of production, and just to give the show a new look and feel.
Yeah.
And I think we all need it, especially us 4th years, going from 2020, which was the online Terras, and for a lot of us, it was just, the COVID year, and we're the first university students who did our first years online, and trying to bring the community together is like our main goal, as Aryaan said.
As for the rest of the executive team, who are we missing? Who couldn't make it today?
We are missing Malik, our technical producer. We are missing Ramil, who is our finance and marketing director. Producer. Big shout out to him. He's a first year, actually.
And
Wow.
he's phenomenal.
He's amazing, like absolutely amazing. And finally, we have Sheridan. She is EP of Awards, doing a fantastic job, as always.
So good luck convincing us about the What's Good RTA
Right.
without Sheridan.
Okay, fine. I'll send her an email. I'll send her a text, an Instagram DM, carrier pigeon. We'll get one of the
Right.
PAs on it.
A carrier pigeon, that will do.
That would
Carrier pigeon. Boom, just like send it out. On that note, the Terras as a production is so interesting because you're collaborating with the professors rather than just seeing them as teachers. What's it like having them as colleagues?
I would say honestly, it's a really fun time. And the reason is because, well, we work with Karen, we work with Brian, we even work with a lot of faculty members that aren't professors. And it's really fun to be bouncing off ideas, especially because obviously we come from a different generation, we have different ideas. And I think like that collaborative environment is super interesting because yes, we learn a lot from them as professors, but I think they learn a lot from us as well. And we bring this new perspective, and they've given us a lot of creative control over the show. So it's interesting to just come to them with all of these plans and ideas that we have, and then they sort of like streamline and make it doable and bring it to life.
Adding on to what you said, I think it's amazing because we have that people that we can go for answers, and this has been happening for 40, 60 years, you know, like people have done it way before us, and it is insane, and it's nice to be able to go for them for answers, or anytime you're stuck, they will help you out, and they will have some sort of an answer that you might be looking for, unlike what practicum felt like, where you're kind of like, yes, you have your advisors, but for the most part, you're going in blind and you don't really know what's happening. So that part of it is, honestly, I think for all of us, it's kind of nice to know that like we have a great team of faculty like supporting us and behind us.
Yeah, I think that key difference is like when you were talking about practicum, it's like, yeah, we had faculty advisors, but now it's like we have faculty colleagues, which is what you said. It's so interesting to be in that same room with them, and whatever work they like that we want to do, they also want to do. Like their jobs are also on the line with this. Like they're working towards this show as if it's their show and our show together.
But yeah, because it's such like an institution, this is something that happens every year. I actually wanted to ask a little bit more about the theme. Last year's theme was "The Future is Bright" with like a slick disco aesthetic. What are we thinking for the theme this year, guys?
It's The Great Gatsby. So for this year's Terras, we need you to pull out your best fits for, not the Roaring 20s, the Roaring Terras. Get ready to Charleston the night away with a few surprises.
Guys, I have chills. I have chills. Look. Somebody zoom in on this. I have chills.
Very excited.
That was awesome.
Hence the little bit of the blazer to foreshadow the theme, you know?
I see. I see. Now, Sofia, as EP of production, what I wanted to ask you was, what sort of goes into producing such like an event of this magnitude? Because you're kind of like the bedrock of that team.
A lot of coffee.
Yeah.
A lot of sleepless nights. But like joking aside, it's all about communication and being one step ahead of every member of your team, basically, because they're coming in to you for questions, right? And before we brought on our people to help us out with the Terras, I kid you not, I got a Bristol board and pads. Like, you can attest to this, you saw this. And I wrote down each award, and like I was like putting it all together, like rotating it in, seeing what should go where, like where are we gonna put the host segments, where are we gonna put this, which award should go where.
Now, Aryaan, I actually wanted to ask you, as I mentioned before, you're getting a bit of a promotion. You're going from host to EP of creative.
Promotion. I think for me, last year the Terras were such a fun time.
Yeah.
And the executive team did such a good job at bringing, first of all, their theme to life, using the venue, the Daniel Spectrum, to really make this venue like an intimate experience, but also so fun to host. And what I want to do, sort of, and why I wanted to hop on the creative side, was to use some of the amazing work that they've done and executive teams in the past have done, and keep the tradition alive, but also innovate the Terras.
Now, for the awards themselves, when are submissions planning to open?
So submissions are actually planning on opening on March 8th. and they will be open for around a week to 2 weeks. And yeah, we're really excited to get all your submissions.
Now, I actually heard a bit of a rumor that you guys are going to be bringing back the 4th-year grad reel. Can you confirm or deny
Yes.
that?
Okay, so I personally really wanted to bring back the grad reels,
Yeah.
just because I think it's a really fun way to give homage to our 4th years, and then especially to us, because we were that really awkward online, hybrid, fully in-person year, but we're doing it a little bit differently this year. Instead of you filming yourself answering questions, we're asking sports media, new media, and media production to throw in any photos, any videos of projects they've worked on, of literally photos of them with their friends into the shared drive, and our grad reel producer, Nathan's gonna put them all together.
So one of the most exciting parts of every Terra's show is the new awards that come into play. What I wanted to ask you guys is, are there going to be any new awards this year? And if so, are you allowed to tell us?
The first award is going to be Best Music Composition.
Yeah, so for our musicians out there, for any new media students or any super artistic, and we have the Best Installation or Art Sculpture Award, which is very exciting.
And then we have Best Dramatic Writing for Screen. That's important, it's for screen.
And open your ears for this one. We have,
Should we say it together?
let's say it together.
Best Met TV Show.
That's what I was hoping for. That's what I was
There
hoping
you go.
for.
It's back.
All love to our friends at Welcome to the Show, but we're coming for you. We're coming for you. Anywho, you guys heard it here first. That has been Aryaan Kanji and Sofia Shahbazzadeh from the 46th Annual Terra Awards. This has been so fun, guys. Signing off for the last time, my name is Nick Cannito, and now you know what's good, RTA.
Hey.
Thanks for coming out.